Welcome to the RAMcast, where we talk about all things related to Sioux Valley. This is your host, Brian Kirby, and my co-host, Jimmy Sickler.
Happy to be here, Mr. Kirby.
And I couldn't be happier you are here. I'm having a rough day. A little under the weather.
Right. Yeah.
But we are rocking through this. We have another senior spotlight. We have none other than Mr. Kayne.
Hello.
All right, so we're going to find out some information about Mr. Kayne. So let's get the show rolling. All right, Kayne, what song is going to remind you about this time in your life?
The song that would remind me about this time in my life is We Are Young by Fun. I used to listen to that song a lot as a kid. My mom used to put that song on, and more recently that song has been coming back into my life.
I like it. I've asked everybody else, so I'm going to ask you the same question. Would you like to belt any of those lyrics out?
I would not.
Okay. All right. This is going to be great because as people listen to this, they're gonna see who chose to do it and who didn't, because there are some that did.
Probably
Yeah.
a listener right now is belting out some lyrics
They
to
probably
that
are.
song, though.
Yeah, probably are.
Okay, Kayne, which teacher had the most impact on you, and what will you remember about them?
Well, I had a lot of my teachers helped me in a lot of different ways. I know Jimmy helped me out a lot. I had a very good impact with Mr. Lanning. Me and him got really close, and he helped me with a lot of stuff that I didn't know before. I learned a lot of stuff from him. So
That's awesome. Yeah. Mr. Lanning's new this year, I would say. So, yep, good shout out. What was your favorite extra or co-curricular activity?
Well, me personally, I didn't participate in many co-curricular activities, but I like to come after school and watch the basketball games and watch our boys play and the girls and have some fun.
You took on the co-curricular and extracurricular as support. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, Kayne, what class did you find the most enjoyable?
Well, I learned a lot from personal finance. I learned a
Yes.
lot from agriculture. I had a lot of hands-on stuff in construction. I liked a lot of my classes this year. They were different than things I had before in California. So yeah.
It's cool. So, with whom did you think you had your most meaningful relationship this year as a senior? And it can be anybody in the building.
I think my most meaningful relationship I made this year would probably be with Mr. Lanning.
Nice.
Good. What was the most surprising thing you learned about yourself during your time here at Sioux Valley?
I learned that I could like push through things that I didn't want to do and just get it done. Just stick to my goals.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So you're kind of new here. So
Yeah.
what, knowing now after you've been here for a short amount of time, what advice would you give yourself entering Sioux Valley again?
I would have tried to have been more outgoing at first. When I first came here, I was in my shell a little bit till I made a couple friends, and then I got out there. But yeah, I would have done that earlier if I could have.
Cool.
Good advice.
Yes.
I'm the exact same way, though. I wait
Yeah.
and get comfortable before I really come out of my shell. What will having graduated high school mean to you?
It'll mean a lot to me. It'll mean that accomplishment, all the things that have irritated me over my school years won't have been for nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be really happy.
That's awesome. How do you think, you're kind of new in here this year, but how do you think this particular group of seniors might have left their mark on the school?
We all my class is we all have different personalities. I feel like
Yep.
there's strength and weaknesses in every person. There's each person you could come and talk to about something else. Each person left their own kind of mark, I feel like, at least in my life.
I like it.
Yeah, good. So graduation is May 14th. What is your plan after that?
Well, I plan to go at least for a little bit, stay in Anchorage with my sister, look at some work. My dad likes to push the military on me. I like the sound of it for this schooling, so maybe that'll be in my future. Not too sure yet.
Yeah, nice.
Cool.
Have you considering any specific branch?
I like the Air Force.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, aim high.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's our 10 questions we have. So I guess my last question to you is there anything you want to add that we haven't touched on yet?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right, cool. Well, with that being said, we're going to conclude this special edition of our Senior Spotlight. Once again, this is Mr. Kirby, principal here at Sioux Valley, and I want to thank my co-host Jimmy for his help. Thank you, Jimmy.
Yes, thank you for having me.
And I cannot thank Mr. Kayne enough for being our special guest. Thank you for taking the time of your busy day. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this podcast as another way to connect with our Sioux Valley community. Hope to see you at the next school event or around the community. Thanks for listening.